The story begins in the year 1997 where a boy named Gene is seen in a car. Gene is always with his mother, father and elder brother Yusuf. Then we come to know that all these people are shifting to a new house. When they reach their new house, Gene finds this house familiar, although he had never seen this house before. He feels as if he has seen this house in his past. Then we are told that Jin's brother Yusuf was always the topper of his class and he had also done his graduation from a top university. He was also perfect in sports, which made him very popular among girls. Yusuf did not do any kind of intoxication. On the other hand, Chan was an average child and he often had mental breakdowns, for which he had to take medicine daily. Gene feels that if he can be proud of anything in his troubled life, then it is only his brother Yusuf, who died in a car accident a year ago. Yusuf's backpack was broken, due to which he walks with a limp. Gene and Yusuf will have to live together in the same room, friends, because the previous landlord had not yet vacated the small room in which Yusuf was to live. At night, during dinner, Gene hears some sound from this small room upstairs, but his family denies hearing any such sound. Later that night, Gene hears a loud sound in this room again. Then he proceeds to investigate, but before he can go inside, his brother Yusuf stops him and takes Yusuf, his younger brother, out for a walk in the rain. Both brothers climb a hillock in Pazzi, where they are enjoying the weather, when suddenly Yusuf gets a call from his father and he is with Sejal at home, due to which he has to leave Gene alone on the hill. While returning home, some goons surround Yusuf and try to kidnap him. Yusuf gives a befitting reply and from then on, Gene notices this fight and tries his best to save his brother but the goons succeed in taking Yusuf away. A terrified Gene returns home and to get rid of the mental stress, he first tells his parents about the incident. Then Gene has a dream in which someone was being interrogated in a big way. Then suddenly Gene's eyes open and he finds himself next to his parents. In the next scene, Gene talks to the detective and tells them the number of the kidnapper's phone. However, the detective tells him that no such number exists. Many days pass like this but the family does not receive any call for ransom. One day Gene hears the same voice from a small room and he sees the dream of someone being interrogated again. Then on the 19th day, Yusuf returns safe and sound saying that he did not remember any incident from the last 19 days. The doctor believes that this is due to amnesia and the family can do only one thing in this. And he is as he is told by Gene who sees Yusuf coming out of the house. The next day, for some reason, he forgets to take his medicine. At breakfast, Gene asks Yusuf where he went last night secretly, but Yusuf denies going out. When Yusuf goes out, Gene feels a little awkward because Yusuf was limping on his right instead of his left hand. Gene had thought about it on his study table tonight and taking advantage of this opportunity, Yusuf once again gets ready to go out. This time, Yusuf makes sure whether Gene is in deep sleep or not. Yusuf takes out a pencil strand near Jin's eye and he does not stop until the pencil strand falls down. After Yusuf leaves, we come to know that Gene is awake and he starts following his elder brother in a taxi. He moves forward with a cigarette. Seeing him, he understands that this is the same person who had earlier come to his house to interrogate him and Yusuf came from behind and made him unconscious. The next day Gene wakes up on his study table. Seeing Yusuf on the bed, Gene panics. He quickly locks himself in the bathroom and goes to the bathroom. Yusuf asks Gene why did we lock ourselves in the bathroom. Gene tells him everything about last night. But Yusuf tells him that he has seen a dream again. However, Gene insists that he is in his senses and knows what he is doing. When Yusuf refuses to answer, Gene quietly comes out of the bathroom with an aluminium pipe. However, Yusuf soon overpowers him and tries to calm him down. Yusuf tells him that whatever he is saying, from pencil to taxi, nothing like that has happened. Then Yusuf asks Gene if he had taken his medicine yesterday. Gene calms down after hearing this because he remembers that he had not taken his medicine yesterday. Gene takes his medicine and goes out again. After Yusuf comes out, Gene goes to his study table to study. Then he finds a dead body. A broken pencil lead is seen. Jin is now convinced that Yusuf was talking to him. Jin again tells his mother in the house, but his mother tells him that she will definitely talk to his father about this, but Jin says that we need more proof. However, Jin secretly overhears his mother talking to Yusuf in the house. Arjun comes to know that this is not his real family and they are just pretending to be his family. Jin's mother realizes that Jin is present outside. He goes to Jin's room to check, but Jin somehow manages to get back to his bed just in time. After his mother's death, Jin jumps out of the house from the window and gets hurt during this escape. Jin meets his fake father outside and Jin's mother also runs out in fear. When Jin's father tries to stop him, Jin tires him out and runs away.